Wow. Well, as soon as you say that, I just have an image of my husband and I. We both work in healthcare, standing at the back door to our house in our underwear, because we did that a lot at the beginning. Um, and we had a very elaborate routine to allow us to come home, because both our children came home too. Um, so yeah, so that would be one thing. Uh, you know, clothes off at the back door, straight into the washing machine, the clothes, um, wiping down keys and bags, washing my bag, straight into the shower, not speaking to anyone, you know, this very elaborate kind of disinfection routine. I don't do that now, although I do still wash my hands and I'm careful. You know, stories of people saying that you would bring COVID back home if you wore the same shoes. I bought new shoes. I bought scrubs, my own scrubs, because the demand was high, and that was quite nice because I could buy scrubs that actually fitted me rather than a lifetime of scrubs that are designed for men and don't fit me. There's my characteristic dig. Unisex, it just means men, obviously. Anyway, I digress. So there was that aspect of it, rituals around that. But some other things that changed. So two children at home, one studying online for university and one working, and they did very well and just got on with that. But a different pressure, you know, more food and shopping and cooking and more people to look after, so a little bit of extra social pressure there. The weather was quite nice, and I took the opportunity. Um, my husband and I sometimes do lift sharing, and he often cycles. I cycled home much more than I had ever previously, and started to do my commute differently. I use a bike and train services continue to run, although reduced, and were beautifully quiet and great for people who wanted to use bicycles. So that was good. I didn't get to see my dad. He was in a shielding group, so I would walk round to his, because we walked everywhere. We walked so much in lockdown. Didn't it was nothing to walk for 45 minutes or an hour to visit someone, and stand in the street and chat to him out of a window. So that was different, but actually in some ways quite nice. You know, doing things a little bit differently. Yeah, so that might be the biggest impact, and very significantly affected by the restriction on travel. So I've got a dog, I like to walk, and I like to decompress from my work by walking somewhere where I don't see anyone else. So not being able to go to hills and mountains was really tough in terms of coping with the way that I would normally de-stress from work.